Hey everyone, this is the grekaosangel, and it's time to do another Let's Play. This time we're going to be doing Deathgate, which is a really old PC game that was released by Legend Entertainment back in 1994. So, it's pretty much a point-and-click adventure, an RPG, kind of like a puzzle-solving game. It's based off of a novel series, loosely off of a novel series by Margaret, I believe it's Weis. It might be Weis. She's the co-author of a lot of Dragonlance books. This was a series of hers that I own and I particularly like, so I hope the game's just as fun. So we're gonna let this little intro credits roll, and when we come back it'll be time to start the game. 2,000 years ago, the Sartan Council sundered the world into 5 realms. One of them was a nightmarish prison called the Labyrinth, and into it was banished the entire patron race, your ancestors. This is the place you've always called home, and all you've ever wanted is escape. Your name is Haplo, and you are a patron. Patron, yeah. Not long ago, Lord Xar, the most powerful patron sorcerer of his generation, broke through the Labyrinth's final gate. In doing so, he paved the way for others to follow. Your path was still difficult, but not impossible. Your travels led you to the final gate where the combined forces of the Labyrinth waited to turn you away. Your fight was hopeless. Alone, you never would have survived, but then Lord Xar appeared, and with his help you were able to rout the dark monsters of the Labyrinth. What followed is hazy. You remember stumbling out of the final gate, but then you collapsed on the ground, and Lord Xar's concerned face faded to darkness as you lost consciousness. Restore. No, we're going to start a new game, so no. This elegant room has the unmistakable touch of Sartan architecture. Xar sits before you, studying at home. Now, we have lots of different things, and you see, you place your cursor over stuff. You can look at various things like a seal piece, a glow lamp, history book, Xar. These are your movements. You can move to different rooms that way. You have magic. You can put stuff, give things, look at, open, close, look. You can wait a turn. You can look at a map of where you are. You can undo, I believe, one action, and you have options of, help, save, restore, load a game, restart something, music, voice, which this version of the game does not have any extra sound effects or voices for any of the characters. But the first thing that we're going to do is save. Make a save here. This is going to be LPDG 00. Alright, and we're going to try and talk to Xar. Xar looks up from the thick book in front of him. Ah, Haplo, do you feel well enough to talk, my son? I was worried. You took some serious wounds in your dash for the final gate. It was all I could do to repair your heart rune and heal you. The few weeks since you have escaped the Labyrinth should have been enough time to recover, but we don't want to rush it. I know you have a lot of questions. I'll do my best to answer them, but first I'd like to give you some history. You've spent your entire life trying to escape the Labyrinth and hating the Sartan who consigned our race there, but you don't really know the full story. Even I didn't know everything when I escaped, but I learned quickly. You see the city around us? Xar waves his hand to encompass everything. The Sartan made this. They made it for us, if you can believe it. For when we emerged from the labyrinth, we were supposed to be docile, rehabilitated, brainwashed. Instead, we hate our Sartan jailers more than ever. There are libraries here, stocked with books. Since my escape, I've been studying them. They tell me much, but not all. There are mysteries I cannot explain, but I will tell you everything I've learned. 2,000 years ago, our patron ancestors warred with the Sartan. We were winning. It was only a matter of time until we defeated the evil sorcerers, took our rightful place as leaders of the world, and freed the other races from their slavery to the Sartan. In desperation, a Sartan named Sama hatched a fiendish plan. He intended to sunder the world into 5 realms. 4 of these realms would be home to the Minch races, elves, humans, and dwarves. The 5th is here, the Labyrinth. It was supposed to serve as a prison for our race. They created a magic artifact called the World Seal. With it, they succeeded in sundering the world. Our ancestors were trapped in the labyrinth, and the rest of the world was broken into the other 4 realms. They planned to lord over the realms and administer the labyrinth as we were rehabilitated, but something happened. They just disappeared, and with them, all of their good intentions. Damn, there's a lot of stuff to talk. Without the guidance of the Sartan, the labyrinth became a slaughterhouse. Its magic made it aware, intelligent, and it wanted our blood. Life was a living hell for our people, but instead of breaking us as the Sartan wanted, the labyrinth has made us stronger. Many of us have escaped, despite the labyrinth's best efforts. I go back in every day to aid others in their way. Xar smiles. I only needed to take you a few hundred feet. You even demanded that you cross the final gate on your own, without any help, before you passed out. You should be proud. Now, my son, I need you. Since my escape, I have been devising a plan to restore our people to our once glorious position. It is our birthright. To this end, you must carry out a very special mission for me. I need you to go into these realms. You'll not only be gathering information, but searching for the seal itself. With it in hand, I plan to reform the world from the broken pieces that the Sartan left us. But here I've been dominating the conversation. You must be very confused. I'm sure you have many questions for me. I'll detail my plan later. Now, we don't have to choose all of this, We can take our time. So, let's see. I don't really care how the Sartan sundered the world. But I suppose for the sake of this Let's Play, I should probably go through all of this. The Sartan commanded their dwarven slaves to forge an artifact called the World Seal. It consisted of 5 metal hexagons, each inscribed with a rune, a symbol, which represented one of the 5 realms. They broke the seal apart. As they did, the world broke apart as well. It was sundered into 5 realms, and each seal piece went into the realm that it named. As you see above my head, the seal piece that names the Nexus is here. Alright, tell me about the other realms. Certainly, my son. The Sartan sundered the world into 5 realms. They based 4 of them on the elements: air, fire, stone, and water. The 5th, of course, is the labyrinth. They are all separated by large distances, too far to travel in a lifetime. That's why the Sartan created the Death Gate. Through it, people can travel from one realm to any other. Can you tell me about the realm of air? The books here are rather sketchy about the realms, but of all of them, the world of air, or Arianis, as the Sartan named it, is the one I'm most familiar with. It's made up of many separate continents which float in the air. Xar pulls out a map of the floating continents, each labeled with a strange word, which you assume is its name. The distinctive shapes of the islands stick in your mind. Tell me about the realm of fire. Oh, damn it. The lower continents are populated by the dwarves. Those islands are plagued with almost continuous electrical storms. The higher continents, with much better weather, are homes to the humans and elves. Perhaps it indicates a pecking order in the Minch. Who knows? The books don't say much more about it, regrettably. The realm of fire, or Prion, I'll say it's Prion, is a hollow world. Instead of living on the outside of the sphere, as we did on the original world, they live in the inside along the inner curvature. At the center, 4 powerful suns throw their heat and light upon the ground. I believe it is the largest of the realms, but I know little else about it. Abarak, realm of stone, is not much more than a rock hanging in space. It's full of warrens, tunnels, and lava tubes. From the sketchy notes I read about it, it sounds perfectly horrible. Definitely the worst place to live of all the realms. Chalestra is the realm of water, and in fact it is a ball of water. At its heart is the sea sun, which warms and lights the interior. The exterior is completely frozen, exposed as it is to the cold of space. Sea moons orbit the sea sun. They are hollow, living creatures which draw energy from the sun. Inside, the Sartan built cities to house not only the Minch, but themselves. I believe they intended to finally live there to administrate over all the realms. Like I explained, the labyrinth was supposed to rehabilitate our entire race. With the Sartan in control, the tests that it administered would have been difficult, even violent, but never fatal. The Sartan disappeared and somehow the labyrinth became sentient. Its magic took on an intelligence. It started to kill us, slowly but surely. Okay, oh my god. It toyed with us, always gave us just enough hope to keep us fighting. It created environments and monsters that even the twisted Sartan had never dreamed of. But we bested it. We escaped, and more of our kind are escaping all the time. But it is a trickle instead of a flood. Most of our race is still trapped inside. If my plan unfolds as I expect, I will free everyone at the same instant and bring an end to our imprisonment once and for all. It's known as the Nexus, kind of a way station. The city is where the Sartan were supposed to watch over the labyrinth. I believe they were going to give it to us as a place to live once we have been rehabilitated. It makes a perfect staging area for my plan.